G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son. Panzer Grenadier from Avalanche Press, the Desert Rats, and Scenario 1. And we're about to go on with the 9 o'clock, the 0900 turn, but I've had some Dad-isms that I can fix some, I can't fix others. So let's just go through them. And again, many thanks to Camp Sawyer for his comments and help. He has been a wealth of knowledge and is my guru, and I appreciate everything that he's done. So first off, leaders are not combat units, so I need to adjust the losses figures. So yeah, I was a little bit ambivalent about whether they were or weren't. I couldn't really see how it was really laid out, but they're not, so I need to fix that. So the first thing we need to do is bring up the graveyard. We don't have any demoralized leaders in with the Punjabis, but we do have the Tenenti and the Capitano there. So I'm just going to grab him and put him over there, and grab him and put him over there. So again, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 now, plus the truck is 9. And we've got the other loss that's on there. So this actually goes up, down by 2, back to 10, which means they have not lost that second initiative point, so they can go back up to 2. Okie dokie. So that is that. Right. I did the first fire for the assault when I first went into here, but then I said it only happens the first time, which was a load of cowpats. So it's supposed to happen every time. The only time it doesn't happen after the first time is with armoured fighting vehicles. Happens the first time, but not after that. So that may have made some differences, but yeah, I didn't do that all that well. So yes, there should have been first fire for the Punjabis for the first when the first 2 units came in, and then again when the last unit came in, though it didn't affect anything because we didn't take any losses. So there was that. I screwed up the leader bonus activation. I'm still again a little bit. Okay, just hang on a tick. I'll just pause this for a second. Sorry about that. Just had to say goodbye to she who must be obeyed. She's going swimming with the next door neighbour's wife, doing some water exercising stuff. So that's good. Okay, so yeah, leader bonus activation in the Italian assault here. So I thought I had done it properly because I activated the captain and all his men, and Tennille and all his men together. I I I thought I said that I activated these 2 guys in here, that I did activate them to move. So I'm not quite sure where I really probably maybe went wrong there, but yeah, it's something to be aware of, that I need to be a lot more concise and precise with verbalizing when I'm giving commands and activating and what for and everything else. So my apologies for that. The other thing that he pointed out was that I shouldn't have. All assault combat is simultaneous. So realistically, I shouldn't have reduced the Punjabi platoon in the assault hex until after the combat had finished. And that's correct. Um, but looking back over it, I did verbalise that said, he was a 4, but he was disrupted, so he was halved. So the 2 was pertinent anyway. Again, there may be some other bit within the rules that I am misunderstanding or whatever else, or it could be simply that I simply reduced him and I shouldn't have reduced him until everything was finished and then reduced him. So I think the combat itself for the assault was fine, but yeah, it comes down to doing things in the right order so things don't get screwed around. So that's what we've got now. Um, so I'll just pull this out of the way. I just want to check. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Wondering if I've got. So yeah, the Brits are fine. That's my other reduced unit there. Nobody's reduced there or there. Sorry, there. There. No, 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 no. So yeah, so that gives me the 10 losses. So we've had the 4 full units, the truck, and this guy who's been reduced, which gives us the 10 step losses for the Italians. So 2 more steps and then they'll go down. Righto, so we can get into it now. Um, we'll roll for initiative. Again, the Italians for 2, plus 2 is 4, and the Punjabis 1, plus 6 is 7. 7 to 4 is 3, halved 1.5. Rounded up, 2 activations for the Punjabis. 2 activations. I didn't get rid of the markers last time, so there we go. Okay. So I've got this bloke to bring down, which is good. I need to put some hurt on the Italians while I can. I need to fix these guys up as well. Okay, so this will be my first activation, and these will all be marked as a move as we do a recovery action. So the lieutenant, I suppose I can make that a little bit bigger to make it a bit easier for you all. So he's a 9, disrupted, so he needs 8 or less. Oh, and he fails, but he only failed by 1, so it didn't really matter. And these demoralized units for the Punjabis are 7s, 6s, so they need 5s or less. Top one, 8. So he failed by 3. So he's going to have to retreat away. Now, probably going to go back up this way. He's got a movement of 3. He goes 1, 2, 3. He is out of direct fire. Yes. So he'll go 1 to there, 2 to there, 3 to there. And the other guy was a 5 or less, wasn't he? 7 demoralizes a 6, 5 or less. So he passes and he goes up to disrupted. That's them finished. So that is their first activation. Their second activation. I'm wondering if I can get something with the mortar. Got a disrupted unit there. I got the colonel there. 2 machine guns that are coming up to be in range. I could go for the Tenetti. No, I can't see the Tenetti. I really want the extra bonus. So, okay, we are going to just activate the mortar for a fire action. Is that a good idea? If I shoot at these buggers. These buggers. They'd be firing on the 11 column. No, I won't. I'm going to do this. So the mortar is going to fire down here at the kernel. So again, we're looking at the bombardment chart for an 8. Oh, come on, back. So we're at an 8. Target is just machine guns, so nothing there. It's not trucks or anything. Spotted by firing unit. Yes. So we get a +1 and we go up to the 12 column and that's it. And we get an 11 on the 12 column, which is an M1. Okay. So the colonel is a 9 with an M1. He needs an 8 or less. Gets a 10 and is disrupted. The machine gunners are 7s, which is 6 or less. For 1, passes. For t'other, fails and is disrupted. So again, I'll just put it on this guy here. So that was good. That was good. So now we're over to the Italians. Okay. So we've got to do these demoralized ones at some stage. We can't get away from doing that and all the rest of it. And other stuff. Right. Okay. I think what we might do is, again, we can't see across here because, well, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can see across here. Yes, we can see here. But I don't believe we can see there or there. So here we can see to here and here. Can't really do. I think what I want to do is fix up this subadar, but no, not at the moment. Let's do the captain and Daniel over here. We need to try and knock these down. That'd be better for op fire. Okay, so forget about that. We just did that. So we're doing these guys, sorry. If I do the captain and Tennille and these guys all in one. Yes. Okay. So the captain is going to activate. And I think what we will do is lay fire into here. Yes. We will. So these guys will fire. These guys will move. Do I stay or do I go? A fire with those. These two here will move. And so the captain captain does the lieutenant and does this guy. And these guys, oops, sorry. And these two here will get a move to recover. So let's do the recover first. So they're both disrupted. They're full strength units, so they're a 7. So they need a 6 or less. First one, oh! Oh. Fails. Now, again, I keep screwing this. I don't want to screw it up. 14 stuff. Morale checks. That's a combat. Sorry, recovery. Only successful recovery can repair. When they do it, units may recover with the assistance of a leader. Nothing there. A leader may not move in the same in which he assists. It's generally best to attempt recovery for disrupted leaders first. Determine the morale of the attempting recovery out of the modifiers, plus any bonuses, not to exceed. Roll 2 dice. On a result less than the unit's modified morale, it recovers. A demoralized unit that recovers becomes disrupted. A disrupted unit that recovers becomes good order. So recovery does nothing. Yes. Okay. So nothing there and nothing there. If they were demoralized, they'd have to run away. So they're done. Right. We're going to fire now. So we have into here. We have 4, 8, 12, 13 for the captain's bonus. Going to here, direct fire. So it's on the 11 column. They're not in entrenchments, woods, ditches. We're not firing through anything. Target is dug in, so we go down to the 7. Target is on a higher elevation. No. Not adjacent. Not opportunity. Not 3 or more. No. So we're on the 7 column. And we roll a 6, which is a zip. So then these guys are going to move. They will move together. They're going to go to here for 1. Then they're going to go here for 2. Is that right? And then they're going to go. We're going to go here for 3. Now, this guy could opportunity fire across to there. These guys could opportunity fire across to there. 1, 2, 3. This is only a 2, so this would be on the 4 column. Yeah, so we will just do it here. So this guy is going to opportunity fire. This is his first opportunity fire into here. So he is a 4. Like that. None of this worries us or anything else, but it is an opportunity fire, so it goes up to a 7. And the 6 on the 7 is nothing. Now he has one more opportunity fire, but I don't think he's going to have any rain. So that is fine. So we're back over to the Brits, and they've done everything. So I'm going to activate the Major, who is going to activate the Naib Subadar to do a recovery roll. Mortar's already fired. This guy is already done, so he's done. And I'm going to get these guys to fire at these guys. Like that. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the Subadar. He is an 8 for recovery. -1 is a 7, so he needs a 6 or less. Gets it and becomes disrupted. So everything is done here except for the op fire. They've got one more op fire that they can do. I'm going to take him and put that up top. Wrong one. Take him and put him up the top. Bottom. So he's still got an op fire, so we'll leave that up like that. Right, these guys are going to fire here. The reason for that is that they get to fire without the -1 down to here. So again, we're at 8, 12 is 11, and there is no one modifier because there's 3 combat units in there. So we get up to the 16. And we get a 5 on the 16, which is an M1 on these guys. So the captain is an 8, so that goes to a 7 or less. Fails and is disrupted. There's no modifiers at all, so these are all full strength units. So they are a 7 -1, so they need 6s or below. First one fails. Second one passes. Third one is demoralized. Like that. Bang. So they did well. That's all done. That's done. And we're back to the Italians. What we are going to do is activate the Venetti, and we are going to have a fire all of this. I know the truck can't. Oh look, see, truck came up as activated. Righto, and we're going to fire at these guys. Yeah. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the artillery by itself, a barrage for 4. Let's bring this over here. Barrage. So it's a 4, so it's on the 3. No. Target hex is spotted by firing unit. Yes, there's a +1. Target is adjacent to firing unit that is not a mortar or rocket. +2, +3. So we go from a 4, which is here. 1, 2, 3. We're on the 12 column. We get a 9 on the 12, which is a morale check. So this disrupted lieutenant is a 9, so he needs an 8 or less passes. And the infantry unit, there's no bonus there. He's a 7, so needs a 6 or less and passes. Right, that's the artillery done. But now we have the fan and the mitt. So that's a 10. Now, do I want to fire them together or separately? Again, we'll come over here. If we do the 4 and the 6 together, that's 10. We're on the 7 column. And then we go up to the 16 because they're adjacent. If I do the 4 by itself, I'll get a roll on the 11. I'll get 2 rolls on the 11 for that and that. So it's either 1 roll on 16 or 2 rolls on 11. I'm going to do the 1 roll on 16. So we are 4 and 6 is 10, which is the 7 column. They're adjacent, which takes us to the 16. We get a 7 on the 16. Yeah. If we had have done it on the 11, that would have been a fail, and then a 9 would have been a hit for a morale check. But yeah, we didn't do it that way, so they are done. And we're back to the Brits. And I think what we're going to do now is bring these guys down, move, and it's half on the road, so that's half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5, half 6, half, don't have a machine gun or anything, no, we do. We're going to stop there. And we're back to the Italian. Righto. We're going to do the kernel. And that's going to be a move so that they can recover and he can move. So we'll do this move first. He can go 1 to there. Nothing can touch him because that's off fire with a range of 3. Then up to there, and he is done. So the kernel now is disrupted. Recovering, he's a 9, so he needs less than 9. So 8 or less fails. And the machine gun unit is full strength, so a 7 or less passes. So the machine gun is back to good. And that is that. We're back to the Punjabis. Everything is done here except for this op fire. This is what we have left. So I'm going to fire with these guys. Now, do I want to add the machine gun? We would be at 4, 8, 16. But we would then drop to 11 because we're at 3 hexes. Or I can fire for a 7, and that'd be a 4. So I'm better off having this guy have the machine gun fire with us, like that, into here. So we have 4, 8, 16. 3 hexes is an 11. One shot on the 11 is a 9, is a morale check. So this guy is a demoralized full strength unit. So he's a 7, a 6. So he needs 5 or less, and fails by 2, which doesn't do anything. That is done. That is done. We are at the Italians again. Right. I am going to activate these guys here for a move action. We can move 3. To move this guy first. A 1, 2 to there. Nobody can fire at him. This guy will go 1, 2 to there. 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 2. If I go up there, then they can't do it. And 1, 2 there. And we're back to the Brits, and they're going to pass. All they've got is a range of 3. 3 can't do it. Okay, this unit here is now going to try and recover. Full strength, 7 demoralizes a 6, so 5 or under. Fails, so he wants to get out of dodge. So he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would get him out of 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's out of range of there. He's out of range of there. He's out of range of the finger. So he's done. Back to the Brits. Nothing happening there. I'm going to do this guy here. He's going to try and recover. Not real well. He's reduced as a 5. Demoralized is a 4, so he needs a 3 or less. He fails. He could keep going back. I suppose I bring him back over towards this guy here. 1, 2, 3. Trying to get over to the leader. He's not getting any closer to anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. So here he can go 1, 2, 3 to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So yeah, he's still. I didn't want him moving any closer. So that's done. Back to the Brits. Much they can do. Other than give up their dug-in status and maybe boost this guy. On the assault table, you need 13. If I put another guy in there, we would have 13 if these guys come in. Because he's going to come in with 4, 8, 10, 11 with the disrupted unit. So I'm going to activate this guy he's going to move, and he's going to go 1 to there. Nobody can shoot at him, or can they? We do have the mortar here, who will activate for op fire. Let's just. Oh, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Let's just go to op fire. Oh, righto. So he's going to op fire with the mortar at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's in range, firing for 8. Bombardment, an 8, spotted by, so we go to 12. Oh, 12 and a 12 is an M2. Oh, sorry, hang on a tick. Whoop, wrong one. It's op fire, which takes it up 1, but it's spotted by him as well. So it's 16. It's still an M2. Okay, so this guy is full strength, which is a 7. There's nobody to give him any bonuses, so he's a 7. Is a 5. He needs 5 or less, and he fails and is disrupted. Right, which means that I need to bring these over then. So I'm going to activate these 2 to move. This guy is going to move to, he can reach all the way up there, can't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and he can see up to there. So we will go to there, and again he will op fire. He is now done. So he's an 8. He can spot it, and it's op fire, so we're on the 16 column. For a 5 is a morale check on this guy. He is a 7. That's it. Oh, and he is demoralized. So that mortar did bloody well. So this lieutenant then, he can go to the bottom stack. Come on, get up. The lieutenant then is just going to move with this guy like that, and we're back over to the Italians, who still have this is limbered. It's going to move forward 1. So it has moved back over to the Brits. We've got the captain. He can't do anything, so they pass. These guys will attempt a recovery. So he is a full strength unit, a 7 disrupted, so he needs a 6 or less, and fails, so nothing happens. Brits again pass. This guy. This guy. mark him as a move. He will go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go 1, 2, 6. That's no closer. 3, 6. So he moves to there. Back to these guys. Nothing to do. Which brings us to the Teneti here, who will put a move on these guys. This guy, and this guy, because the other guy's already moved. And this guy will try and recover. No bonus, so he is a 7, so he needs a 6 or less. And fails. Do I move? No, don't move. I'm just going to stay there. Pass. Nothing else to do, and we are done. This little fella here can go down 1, 2, like that. We're all done. So a little bit messy. Got this bloke moved out of the way. Didn't do any good here for the Brits. Worried about this crap now. Trying to bring these guys back around a little bit, and I'll start moving the Teneti over to pick some of these up. Getting this closer to bring a little bit of fire on, which is better than nothing. And that's about it. So, clear markers. Save the game. So this was the 0900. Oops. No. Get your shit together, O'Brien. And that is that. So I don't think there's been anything else that we need to worry about. We still only have 4 down for the Brits. Nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. No, so they are still on 4. And the Italians are still on 2, 4, 6, 8. A truck is 9, 10. Yep, so they're still 10 down, so no change. So again, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you for the 0915 next turn. Bye for now.